go ahead and like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. Today's going to be a different type of video. Now, while I have mostly covered basketball on this channel, I created this channel to be a man's channel, to talk about health and mental health, sports, and maybe even some social issues at times. So today I want to address something that is very important and I think needs some light shined upon it, and that is the haters. And what do I mean by that? I'm talking about these people that exist in your mind that sole purpose is wishing for your downfall. Yes, the haters. Don't get me wrong, there are some real haters in the world. But on a large scale, these people do not exist. See, the problem is, some of y'all are not savvy enough, not smart enough, or just plain out too dumb to realize that not everyone's gonna agree with you. Not everyone's gonna like what you like. Not everyone's gonna see things your way. These people are not haters. These are just different people than you. They don't think the way that you think. They don't reason the same way you reason. Like I said, this is a men's channel, and I feel that it's my duty as a man to tell you nobody's hating on you. Nobody's plotting on your downfall. When I hear you talk about haters or being a hater, I just hear a little kid pouting because the world doesn't agree with them. You know, on a lot of these channels, LeBron James comes up a lot. Not because we thinking about this dude, because y'all are. Because the media is pushing this guy. They want us to think about him. And because a lot of us don't think about him in that same warm and fuzzy way that you do, we're often labeled haters. I'm not a fan of Lil Uzi Vert. I'm definitely not hating on him. Anytime any man has success, I congratulate. But unlike a lot of you, I have my own opinions. I have my own thoughts. I just don't regurgitate what the media tells me to. A lot of y'all have a problem with separating stats and accolades from talent. I read a comment just earlier today posing the question, how can Grant Hill, who has won no championships, be above LeBron? How could he be ahead of LeBron in my top 10 or top 15? See if you can understand this. Black Thought from the Roots is one of my favorite rappers. If not in my top 5, definitely in my top 10. But Nelly has sold way more albums than the Roots. 21 million. He's definitely not in my top 5. Not in my top 10. I don't think Nelly is in my top 20. He makes good music. But if we're just talking about rappers, he doesn't get a spot. See, those accolades, those record sales, or stats, if you will, has nothing to do with his talent. My hat's off that he's accomplished these things, and I'm happy for the brother. But this does not change the way that I feel about him. Does not change the words and rhyme schemes and his flow or rapping ability. I'm not hating on Nelly. We as men have got to start doing better. We have to use mind over emotion. You know, when I read a lot of y'all FanBoys comments about Michael Jordan, the word hate never comes into my mind. I don't think y'all are haters. Think y'all are children. Y'all don't know any better. Y'all are like children that have only bowled with bumper rails and don't understand how hard it was to bowl without them. So while the new kids are bowling perfect games, like I said, with those bumper rails on, they start believing that they're just as good as the real bowlers, the ones that bowl without the rails. This ideal of a hater, look, let me say this first. There are some haters in the world. That is life. There are people that's just not gonna like you because other people do. Fuck them. They are of no consequence. I don't even talk about them. I think we gotta get past this. I think we gotta get better than this. These childish arguments are unbecoming of real men. Let me say this one time for those who don't understand my point of view. I do not hate LeBron James. I think he's a very good player and a great advocate for the culture. But let me tell you what I do hate. And this is not a basketball thing. It's not a LeBron James thing. It's a life thing. I hate when people try to tell me something is what it isn't. Something that I can clearly see with my own eyes. You telling me that my eyes are lying to me. That I'm not seeing what I'm seeing. I hate when I hear grown men saying that since you don't agree with me, you're obviously hating. That is a low IQ thought process. But hey, even though you a low IQ individual, I do not hate you. I just want you to get the help that you deserve. The help that you need. You know, it sucks for some of you men out here because in school, we had classes for the low IQ. Now that you're grown, you ain't got nowhere to go. But the comment section. You know, I understand the psychology behind haters. It feels good to know the only reason that I haven't succeeded in life is these boogeymen out here trying to hold me down, trying to make sure that I don't succeed. I don't really have to try. I can always fall back on those excuses. The haters. Oh, I would have been a fill in the blank if it had not been for the haters. Even when you triumph, it feels good to say, I made it. But it was hard because of the haters. When in reality, it was hard because of yourself. More than likely, you was getting in your way. But it feels so good to put the blame on somebody else, doesn't it? Yeah, I want to delve some more into this in a later video I have coming out about boogeymen. But I think I'm going to stop right there for today. Thank y'all for checking out this video. I will see you in the next one.